We've made it through 4 weeks. Some teams are 4. No. I'm the only 4-0 team because I'm the best. Now, this week I'm not going to go deep into each matchup as someone was encouraged, maybe inspired by last week's guest speaker. We all know last week was Brendan. And they decided to send in a video to me. They texted individually outside of the group chat. I'm going to put it in, keep it nice and short. You can kind of film a long video. But I'm open to doing this. Film a video of whatever you have to say about the Fantasy Football League. Make sure it's appropriate. And send it in, and I'll put it on. And I don't mind not talking the whole time. I will share the stage with other people. As this time, it's going to be a guest speaker. Haven't watched the video. So if he talks about me, I will.
So basically, that's how I feel about it. But he can say whatever he wants.
Without further ado, the Week 4 recap, shortened. Basically, I'm just going to name the final score and each person's top scorer in the matchup. Starting with me, Brendan versus Geese. The battle of the 3-0s. Who's going to be 4-0? Who's going to be 3-1? I think we know. Brendan finishes with 95 points. Top scorer, Matthew Stafford with 32 versus me, who picked up 150 points. My top scorer, Eli Manning, pinching in 43. Then we move over to Ben Davidoff. Will he remain without a win? We'll soon find out. Versus Dean Favaetti. This was a close one. Ben finishes with 128. Dean with 121. Congratulations, Ben, on picking up a win. Doesn't it feel good? It does. Trust me, I know. Ben Davidoff's top scorer, Alex Smith with 30 versus Dean, Tony Romo, 33. Mini Geese versus Diego Luvat. Diego, another undefeated, but will he remain undefeated? Probably not. How do I know? Team Mini Geese racks up 151 points. Top scorer, not a QB. Instead, Jamal Charles with 28. Diego finishes with 111. Colin Kaepernick, the leading scorer, with 25. Lucas Bartok versus Gubby Gubner. Gubby Gubner finishes with 174. Aaron Rodgers, the top scorer, with 39. Lucas finishes with 139. The top scorer with 41. Andrew Luck. Cameron Miller, will he get his first win? Or will Cyrus get his first win? Cameron finishes with 127 points. His top scorer, Phillip Rivers, with 36. Cyrus Amirian finishes with 100, with his top scorer, Joe Flacco, getting 34. Blake Fisher gets 110. Who'd he beat? He beat Eli. Eli has a solid team, but not when all three of his quarterbacks have a bye. Eli finished with 76. His leading scorer, Martellus Bennett, 15. Blake's 27. Yes, a win is a win, Blake. But you beat a team with no QBs. So what does that tell us? Some people are applauding you. Yay, you won. Others are saying, look who you played. Now it is time for mixed reactions with Blake Fisher. And now our guest speaker.
Hello everyone, I'm here to evaluate all your guys' teams and how good or bad it is. Today we're going to start with our commissioner, Ryan Giesis. His team is, a little so-so. He says he has the best team in the league. 4-0, you got to give it to him, but he hasn't played that great of teams so far. His points that he scored compared to the points that he's gave up are so high that it's so unfair, Ryan. What's going on with the schedules? But we're not here to talk about his commissioner skills. Today we're going to talk about his fantasy team And he has Andy Dalton as his quarterback and Eli Manning starting. What's going on? You got a QB2 and a QB3 starting. Not going to help out right there, buddy. He's got Rashad Jennings as his number 1 running back. Okay, he's like a low-end number 1, but he's still a player that you can count on. Chris Ivory, he shares carry with 2 other people. Matt Asiata shares carries with Jarrett McKinnon. Don't know what's going on there. But he's got a good player in Calvin Johnson and AJ Green as his receivers. Love it. He's got Gronk as his tight end. Okay, decent. And he doesn't have a good bench. He will never be able to make it far in this league and will not make it to the playoffs this year, Ryan. Sorry to say, you will not make the playoffs. You will be a bubble watch team. You will miss it by a few games, but you know what? You still have a chance. Today, we're also going to go to Eli Wolf, one of our favorite players, especially to Blake, because that's Blake's best friend. He's got Peyton Manning. Oh, that's his only quarterback. Oh, my bad. Alfred Morris. Oh, that's also his only. Oh, this is his only running back. Okay, so he's got one running back and 1 quarterback. Okay. Oh, he's 2 receivers though, so that's good. He's got Brandon Marshall and Pierre Garçon, Martellus Bennett. That's it right there. His team's terrible in the bag. His bench, he's got Johnny Manziel and Brian Hoyer. Who drops the 2 of the same quarterbacks on the same team? Come on, Eli. Come on. That is definitely a C. Barely making the playoffs, so over Geese. You're lucky because you will be the worst team making playoffs, losing in the first round. It's okay. He made it. That's all that matters. Going on to the next person, Dean Favietti. He says that he has the best team in the league. Looks good on paper. Very high quality. Not the best in fantasy scoring. He's got Tony Romo and Russell Wilson. Not 2 great QBs as the 2 QBs, but you'll take it. He also has Percy Harvin and Alshon Jeffrey. Oh, also he has Dez Bryant as flex. 3 great receivers. Love it. That's solid. He also has Monty Ball and Matt Forte as his running backs. 2 solid running backs, but that's all he has. You need more than 2 running backs, Dean, to be a solid team to win the playoffs. Gotta hand it to you. You got a B+. Great team. Decent bench. You gotta give it to you. Gotta give you B+. Next, we're going on to Jumbo Manziel. Look at that boy with Gubby Governor. He's got Aaron Rodgers. Oh, he's got 1 QB also, like Eli Wolf. He has E.J. Manuel as his backup. That's not going to work out. And Ryan Tannehill could lose his job. Not going to work out. He's got 2 running backs of Frank Gore and DeMarco Murray. You'll take it. Murray right now is the best running back in the league. Love it. Gore, on and off. He's got Steve Smith, great receiver, but that's his only receiver. But he's got a good tight end in Jimmy Graham. Everyone wants him. Best tight end in the league. Very good. No bench, though, because he's got Carlos Hyde. Who drafts him, for God's sake? Who has James Jones, Maurice Jones-Drew, Buccaneers D. His whole bench is backups. Half of his lineup is backups. What's going on there, Gubby? Not a playoff team. Gotta give him a C-. A for effort, though. Not gonna get it. Going to Lucas Bartog, Andrew Luck, and him. Really loving each other. Best friends since they were little. Luck is a great scorer. Matt Ryan's also a great QB. He's got amazing QBs. He's got Andre Elton, C.J. Spiller, Dennis Sproles. Great running backs. Denarius Thomas, Reggie Wayne, and Wes Welker. Great receivers. And his bench is phenomenal. It is so good. Your hair is looking good this year. Your team's looking good this year. And you've grown a little bit. Congratulations, Lucas. You're getting an A and going to the Shiva. Going on, the next person is our best friend, Tim Mini Geese, as known as Alex Geesis. I love him to death, and he always has priority in my house over anything else. He has terrible quarterbacks in RG3, Jay Cutler and Charlie Whitehurst. Don't know what he was doing in the 3rd round with RG3. Don't know what's going on there. He got great 2 running backs, Jamal Charles and Zach Stacy. You gotta love it. Good tight end in Julius Thomas, and has 1 good receiver in DeAndre Hopkins that he doesn't even start. What are you doing, Alex? Come on, buddy. Gotta give him a C and not making the playoffs. Sorry, Mini Geese. Going into our boy, Brent Sanity Killis. Oh my God, Brennan Byrne. Love the new haircut. Love it. Love your team. Matthew Stafford, premier. Nick Foles is a bust, but you'll still take him. He's got Marshawn Lynch and Giovanni Bernard, 2 great running backs. He's also got Keenan Allen, Victor Cruz, and Sammy Watkins, 3 great receivers. I love Watkins coming out of Clemson. He is the man of Buffalo. really good. He will play well this year for you. Congratulations. You will be making the playoffs, losing the semis to someone else. Now we're going to our least favorite person in the league, Cyrus Amirian, with the worst hair in the league by far. He really likes the pita bread, and sometimes he just needs to lay off it. His team is absolutely awful, just like his haircut, and he has no one on his team that I can refer to as a good player. His quarterbacks are terrible. Running backs are not even good. Receivers are absolutely awful. His tight end's a backup. His bench is probably one of the worst in the league. He's like injury-prone central. The only player that's actually been productive for him this year has been Niall Davis. Got to give Niall some credit. He doesn't even start him, so it's pretty funny. So now we got to go to our boy Ben Davidorf. Everyone, let's just give him a round of applause. Worst team in fantasy history. Probably will win one game this year. Congratulations. Your team could be hosting next year. We need a floor plan. We need to check everything around the house. We may need to move some furniture because your team will be hosting the draft next year. We also need to know what snacks you'll be providing and what shirt you will need to buy the champion and what shirt we will need to bring for you to wear as our Sacco punishment. Your team is awful. You have Drew Brees, and that's your only player. Everyone else, not that great. Gotta give you an F. Same with Cyrus. Not make the playoffs. It's just self-explanatory. Once you just even look at your team. Honestly, your second best player, in my opinion, is your kicker. Your kicker can get more points than all your other players, even your second-string quarterback. That's a joke, buddy. That is really, really sad. Going on to our last person of the day, Diego Levat. Absolutely love this kid, love his team. No quarterback, so that's his only problem. That's the only thing that's keeping him back, like Ryan Giesis. But he does have a better inside lineup than Ryan Giesis besides his quarterbacks. He's got Le'Veon Bell, Ben Tate, Julio Jones, Jeremy Maclin. 4 solid players. He's also got a Matt Bradshaw, who I absolutely love. Anybody who has Trent Richardson, Blake, you may want to trade him because it's that bad. All right. Now going on to Blake's team. He's got absolutely no one. Like, his team is terrible. He says my team's overrated. He says my team is bad. His team is the last in scoring by far. It's just embarrassing. That's, like, honestly, like, with Giesis crying in his videos about his win and him, I don't get it. Like honestly, like, you, to me, like, you are the second worst fantasy owner in the league. Coming from your best friend, Blake. Honestly, we all need to sit down and just take a time to tell you that your fantasy team is awful. McCoy is not doing it this year. Richardson, to me, should not even be the starter. He's got Antonio Brown and Ben Roethlisberger. That's it, Blake. That's it. Everyone else on your team is a nobody, no good, and just terrible. So that is our evaluation on everyone's team. Thank you. Have a good night.
This has been the Week 4 recap. Thank you, Cameron Miller. And again, if you want to be next week's guest speaker, send it to me if there's multiple videos. I'll vote on the best one and put it in. Sayonara and good luck. But Cyrus, you're not going to beat me.